Good morning. We are on page 137 of Super Kids, and this is Unit 14. Our new story, it's a really short one, is called The Garden Club. What kind of a club do you think that is? What would you do in a garden club? That's what I think too. I think kids or grown-ups get together and make a garden together. That's exactly what I think. We're going to read some of the words that will be in this story. We're going to start with join, moist, soil, spoil, pointed, boy, enjoy, annoy. So let's look at some of those words. Moist. What does moist mean? Right, it means just a little bit wet. Or another word for moist might be damp. Soil is dirt, very good. What does spoil mean? Yes, right. So spoil means to ruin something. We're going to turn the page, one page to page 138. And we're going to read this story with me. The Garden Club. Look, said Alf. He pointed to the note. Let's join the garden club. We're going to pause right there and come down and look at this note. They see it on a bulletin board, and these little thought bubbles mean they're thinking about this. And it says, join the garden club. Get a free garden plot. You bring the seeds. What's a plot? Right, it's a section of dirt or of land where you can grow a garden. And this says you have to bring your own seeds. Okay, let's keep reading. Oh boy, said Tuck. I'll enjoy that. First we'll get seeds, said Alf. Then we'll plant them in the soil. Tuck said, a sprinkler will keep the soil moist. And we'll pick weeds, said Alf. Weeds annoy me. They spoil a garden. We have lots to do, said Tuck. Let's ask the Super Kids to help us. Okay, that's that whole story. The next section is for the birds. But let's think about what we read in that story. How do Alf and Tuck get a free garden plot? What do they have to do? Right, they need to join the garden club. And if they get a free garden plot, what do they have to bring? Right, again, their own seeds. And so what are some of the things that they're going to do, the jobs they have, or the tasks that they'll have to do once they get their garden plot? One thing, yes, get and plant seeds. And how are they going to keep the ground moist? Right, they're going to use a sprinkler. And one thing that Tuck said that annoys her, right. Oh, I'm sorry, Alf is the one who said it. And he said those weeds annoy them. Who's going to help them with this garden plot? They're going to ask the Super Kids. Good job. You guys were really paying close attention, and that's good for comprehension building. Nice job. Okay. I'm going to read this story one more time, and I'm going to read it without following the punctuation. I'm just going to read it, and I want you to tell me if you enjoy it with punctuation or without punctuation. So here I go. Look, said Alf. He pointed to the note. Let's join the garden club. Oh boy, said Tuck. I'll enjoy that. First we'll get seeds, said Alf. Then we'll plant them in the soil. Tuck said a sprinkler will keep the soil moist. And we'll pick weeds, said Alf. Weeds will annoy me. They spoil a garden. We have lots to do, said Tuck. Let's ask the Super Kids to help us. So is that kind of boring like that? And you need the punctuation. So when you're reading, it should sound more like, "Look," said Alf. He pointed to the note. "Let's join the garden club." "Oh boy," said Talk, "I'll enjoy that." "First we'll get the seeds," said Alf, "and then we'll plant them in the soil." Talk said, "A sprinkler will keep the soil moist." "And we'll pick weeds," said Alf. "Weeds annoy me. They spoil a garden." "We have lots to do," said Talk. "Let's ask the super kids to help us." When you read with the punctuation that the author put, it makes the story more interesting. So when you read with exclamation points and periods, it's easier to follow along and to understand. When you're practicing reading today, you could read the Garden Club, or you could go on and read For the Birds. When you're reading those types of things, read with inflection in your voice. Make it interesting for yourself to hear. Okay, have a good day. I'll upload this video, and that'll be it.